Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain is currently still caught in this correction. I already shared with you that there are two possible scenarios here. That's very similar to what Bitcoin is doing basically. Just obviously here on the VeChain chart, it's a different wave structure. But also on the Bitcoin chart, we have the potential that, for example, the current correction is finished after the current move down, or that a more extended correction is forming, which is basically the same situation here on the VeChain chart. Either way, both scenarios are currently bullish, and I would like to see further trend continuation to the upside, but it all depends on the successful holding basically of relevant support levels. Let's talk about them. We have here on the VeChain chart an initial 5-wave pattern to the upside into the February highs of around 5.4 cents. That was a 5-wave move in the blue count, which definitely can count as 5 waves. I mean, if I measure the Fibonacci levels, everything basically worked out. We had the wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside. Then you see that the third wave reached a 200% extension. That's perfect for a third wave. Then we had the fourth wave pullback, came down to the 1.236 extension, also perfect. Could have come down even a little lower, but everything's fine. And the fifth wave reached the, basically 2.618 extension. That's really a nice 5-wave diagonal pattern. We might even consider that an impulse. It's just that the subwaves look very messy, so I'd rather call it a diagonal. But either way, you know, the move down is now most likely a wave 2. And in the 5-wave move to the upside, if we get 5 waves, we can then measure the subsequent support zone for the pullback. And that would be a wave 2 pullback. And we can track this here as an A, B, C structure. Looks like an A wave is currently in the process in blue, in this count. Then we could get from this region somewhere a B wave corrective rally followed by a C wave down. So an A wave can be a 3-wave move, and it looks currently like a 3-wave move. So A, B, C. This would be A, B, C in the blue count as larger A. And we can also calculate a target for wave C. Take the length of the white A wave there, go to the high of B, and then next micro support is around 3.64 cents and then 3.2 cents. So we'll see if we get a reaction there. That's really what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a reaction to one of these levels, and then we could either already start the next rally or at least the B wave in blue. And if the B wave unfolds and is clearly corrective, I can then give you a target for blue wave C. In the white count, we have a slightly different structure, and it is something that cryptos do very often, like just form ABC structures. A wave up, B wave down, C wave up in a larger A. Then we had here the larger B. We're now in a C wave to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no clear way to distinguish between them other than a break below the 78.6 Fib level of the upper support region. There would be a break below 2.95 cents. So if we see a break below 2.95 cents, we would basically move into the lower support region, into the lower support box. And then, well, in this lower support box, we could then, in the blue count, watch for a reaction. Until then, both are possible. So I would, you could use the entire area as an accumulation area. You could just use these Fib levels to watch for a reaction and then go in more aggressively once we see a reaction. But either way, there is currently nothing that would suggest that something more bearish is unfolding. We're coming down, of course, but see, there is still plenty of space in the support region. And should Bitcoin hold its support area, and also Bitcoin has plenty of space still in its support region, then the next move to the upside on the VeChain chart could be quite aggressive, because it could be, well, in the white count, a 3rd wave, And here, I mean, it could be a B wave, but even after the B wave, we get one more low in wave C, but even then we could start a 3rd wave. So from this support region, we expect a 3rd wave rally to the upside that could send us in the white count to 12 cents plus, even though I have to say, let me just double check that. Yeah, okay, that depends on how, I mean, because I haven't got the low in place for wave 2, but if we say, okay, generally as a target for the C wave here in white, yeah, I mean, 10.2, 12 cents, 15.7, and yeah, so we'll see where it takes us. We first of all need to get some clarity on, is it the blue count or the white count, but at the moment, as I said, there isn't really, we don't really have the possibility to distinguish between them, not in an objective way, so it would be a bit of a guess, which is pointless. So I give you the objective support levels and highlight to you, both are really possible. On the Bitcoin chart, I prefer a more extended correction. So likelihood would suggest this is likely going to unfold here as well on the VeChain chart in the blue ABC count. That's my update about VeChain. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.